So what is up everybody and welcome back. We are here at the job site. So we're going to start the French drainage job, which is really exciting. The garden is behind me and we've already had issue number one, guys. So unfortunately the digger's man broke down on him before he come and dropped it off. So he dropped the digger off, but as he was unloading it, there was just no power and no anything to the boom, no movements. So unfortunately we're doing it by hand. Don't have Miles because, well, I assume he didn't get out of bed this morning. So again, another challenge I'm facing this morning. So I'm currently on the job site on my own with no digger at 8:30. I'm waiting for the skip. Skip should be here any second. Waiting for materials. Again, they should start arriving soon. But our first job is going to be getting this dug out. So I've got my tarp and my wheelbarrow and shovel ready. This is the garden in question. And so you guys can get an idea, I think what I'm going to do is run one land drain down here, one land drain down here, and put 3 soakaway crates over here at this lowest point, and then obviously backfill all of that. I think part of the reason you've got so much waterlogged all over this lawn is because I suspect the fall for this patio is straight off onto the lawn. I could check, but I would almost guarantee that the fall straight onto the lawn. Grass is trying to have to deal with that much extra water. Obviously with this new build clay ground, it's not going to happen. But I have thought about renting a turf cutter just to sort of help us out with the dig out. But I don't think I'm going to do it, to be fair. I think I'm just going to wait on the digger man. He's going to go back, try and fix the digger and get it dropped back off to me as soon as possible. But bless his soul, he did give me some materials and some things that he was no longer using. So shout out to him, he's a really nice fella. But I'm just sat down trying to re-strategize and re-plan. Obviously there's a couple of challenges that I'm having to deal with now. So I'm just sat down strategizing and planning. But I think the best thing to do is just going to be grab that shovel, make a start, see where I can get within an hour. And then, you know, start making the phone calls to try and get some other boys down here. And give me a hand if there's no news from the digger man. I think that's the way I'm going to play it. So let's get you on a time lapse. And let's start digging 100 mil out of this grass. Right, so I did cut that time lapse off for you guys because I needed my phone to obviously try and sort myself some labour. Digging that out's going to be a bit of a nightmare. The rain is starting to come in as well. So the weather is meant to be like this all week, which isn't good. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. So there was a little bit of a time lapse there, guys, but I just cracked on. I had my phone in my pocket to try and source labour the best I can. I may be having a couple of boys come down later to help me out, but as you can see, at the minute it is 1 o'clock and we're about halfway through the garden. Actually, maybe just over, looking at it. So we're not doing too bad. My concern is I do now have to go up and get the turf because the turf company has just phoned me to say it's ready for collection. So I've got my little signage all ready for the drivers. I'll show you what I mean while I pop off site and collect the turf. So I am still waiting for the skip, which that's going to be extra labour without the digger being here. I knew it was going to be dropped off today. I thought with the digger being here, it's not going to be a problem if it's not dropped off before because, you know, I could just swing round in the digger and drop it in, you know, 5 minutes to fill the skip. But unfortunately, it's not worked out that way. But I've got my tarps down, so all lorry drivers can tip lovely and all nice. I have left a little driver note for the topsoil, and hopefully if the skip driver gets here before the topsoil, he would use his brain and put the top in front, the skip in front of that. It would make sense. So I'm hoping I don't need to put 2 signs out because I think what I'm trying to do is now self-explanatory. So the only thing I've not mentioned is the aggregate so far. That is going to be dropped off first thing tomorrow. Obviously, again, I've still not even got these trenches or anything dug out yet. I definitely got Miles with me tomorrow, and I'm going to try and get probably another 2 blokes, get 4 blokes here and get it done in a day. Hopefully that'll be the plan. But whoa, the rain is coming in now, guys, so I guess I'm kind of glad that I'm going to have a little bit of a break. Yeah, go and get this turf, but whoa. Oh, I've just heard the notorious sounds of chains hitting the side of a skip. Is it for us? But no, I'm chatting waffle. That won't be my lorry because them boys start at 7, so chances are they're all on taco break at half 1. Yeah, that won't be the one. And right guys, we're at the turf place. They have said help yourself to 38 rolls. I've just been with them on the phone. So we'll chuck 38 rolls in the van and get on. Whoa! And just like that, we're all strapped, locked and loaded. Now the pressure's really on to get this turf down. Whoa. Whoa, and I don't mean to complain at all guys if it comes across like that, but wow, this was meant to be such a simple job, you know, and it's not turned out to be like that at all. Just feels like you're bashing a head against a wall sometimes, it really does, but it is what it is. Right guys, so we're back at the job site. Been here a little bit, got some more turf dug out. Aggregate has just been dropped off, and I think I've made a mistake in my calculations. I used a trenching calculator. I'd never used one before. It told me 4 ton, so I ordered 4 ton. But let's see if we're actually gonna use all of that, because that ain't right. So from my research, I believe 20 or 40 mil shingle is the best for this sort of thing. So I've got myself some 40 here. That will do lovely. So I was just stopping for a sip of coffee, and here's the topsoil. So now all the materials are bar the soakaway crates we have. So tomorrow we can really crack on. But yeah, there's the lorry. Whoa, we'll try that again guys. I'm sorry if the camera was a bit shaky. I'm not sure why, but my video stabilisation was off. So that would probably explain the shaky outro to last video as well. I couldn't quite put my finger on as to why, but there we go, that'll be the one. Video stabilisation is now on, and yeah, there we go, that's better. I'm not sure where my skipper's got to either. I hope it's going to come today, but to be completely honest, it's not going to matter anyway. You know, the deed is done, and I'm going to have to put the labour in to move it from the pile into the skip if we don't have the digger tomorrow. Which I'm expecting not to have the digger, but if we do, that would be great. And right guys, it is the next morning. We've been at it maybe half an hour, and hopefully we can get a good chunk done today. I'm not expecting it to be done, but if we can get the job done today, that would be fantastic. Obviously, as you can see, we got 2 blokes here today, so that is fantastic. So we have Miles and young Will. You've met both of them before, and yeah, let's crack on with this dig out. So I can't start to describe how much of just a mess up yesterday was, but hopefully today we can gain back some of that lost time. Still no news on the digger, which is a bit unfortunate, but considering where we are, I probably won't even track the digger over the porcelain now. I'll just use it for the aggregates. We also now have skip here as well, so we can start, you know, loading that into the skip. But my main concern is getting that turf down, because I don't want that going yellow. I want a, you know, good result for the customer. And as you saw by that time lapse guys, it's about 10 o'clock. We're getting on really, really well, considering we've only really been at it sort of in full operation an hour and a half. So we're going to start digging that trench out. Hopefully we don't run into any issues or any other services and that sort of thing while we're doing it, because that will slow us down massively and we haven't got the time. So I had Will on the lighter duties of bringing the sand and topsoil mix and unloading the turf from the trailer. Obviously me and Miles, get up. I've been on the dig out and on the brutal work. Obviously Will is a little bit of a younger soul. How old are you, Will? How old are you, Will? 17. Oh, look at him, he's only 17, working like a 27-year-old. Get up. That's what we like to see. Good team, good spirits, and a good job. Let's go. Also guys, I have reviewed how I've done the job, and I know where I've made my mistake now. So what I've done is I've worked out how much soil we're going to have come out of the trenches, and I've ordered the same in stone, not realising that soakaway crates have got to go in there. So that's probably why I'm looking at this going, that's not right, that's too much. Well, because it is. But I was speaking with someone last night, and apparently I'm not the first person to make that mistake, so I'm happy. So my prediction that the runoff from that patio was falling onto the grass was correct. And I suspect that's the reason we're having issues in this corner in the first place. I personally reckon it's the extra overload from that. The grass can't soak it up in time on the heavy downpours. Because, you know, you've got an extra, what, probably 8 square meters there. So maybe probably more than that, 10, 12. So you've got all that extra rain runoff that this lawn's trying to deal with, and it can't. So this is why we're here doing what we're doing. But Miles is on that. While these boys are starting that trench, I'm gonna shoot up to go and get the soakaway crates and some non-woven membrane for them, because that are the only things that I'm missing. So I have been to the builders merchants, picked up our soakaway crates, our non-woven membrane, obviously to wrap round the crates. And while I've been gone, you can see Miles has made a start on the trench. We've still got another 30 or 40 centimeters deeper to go. We're going to go quite deep, 900 is the plan. Same along there. So right then guys, it's about 1:45, and as you can see, first trench is about 3/4 done. It is slow progress, guys. I knew it would be. I knew that would be the hold up, and that's why I wanted a digger. I'm sat here feeling a bit sorry for myself because I've got all these hours of experience in a machine and I can't even use it because the machine broke down on me. Back to the shop. Rubbish. Yeah, the rubbish. Oh, there goes my hair like Donald Trump again. Look like a pine cone. So this is the trench we are digging, guys. We're currently about 700 mil down on this end. So we're getting there. We're really close, you know, to digging this out. And then, yeah, we'll do the same thing along this side. Because this side of the lawn never ever got boggy at all. So I'm really focusing my efforts on this side. Also, this is the lowest point of the garden, which is obviously why all the natural water runoff stays here, I would say. Right guys, so the time is 10 to 6 and we've called it up for the day. We are just packing up. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get as far as I wanted. A dig out's still not done. No turf down either, which isn't good. However, same lads are back here tomorrow. So rolling the turf out and getting all of that done shouldn't take 2 minutes at all and should be nice and easy. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, all in all guys, I think the job's going really, really well and I'm happy. But I'll give you a quick spin round and show you, you know, where we're at the end of today. So this is where we're at the end of day 2. As you can see, that hole for that soakaway is pretty much dug. Same goes for this trench here, pretty much dug. Trench is dug over there, but obviously you can still see we've got to dig the hole for the soakaway. But I really think the work we're doing here is going to completely fix the problem the customer's having, and it should be a luscious lawn moving forward. But with how far we are, I may as well just roll the video on to tomorrow as well. Keep the best bits in for you guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Right guys, so it is day 3 of the project. And once again, we haven't got Miles, unfortunately. So it's just me and Will today. But I really do hope we can get this finished off. I will show you guys where we're at now. But it's going to be a brutal day of digging for me, yes again, as we don't have Miles, but it is what it is. Well, and let's not forget, the digger broke down. But just to follow up from last night, this is where we're at. There was a little bit of rain last night, so I'm not worried about that little bit of water. I'm sure it's just from the rain. Right guys, so I have made the executive decision as to fuel ourselves with a Mackey's breakfast with the big day ahead of us. So time's about 9:45. We decided to stop off for a bit of Mackey's breakfast, get ourselves fueled for the day, as we've got a very big and long day ahead of us. But I'll catch you back at the job site. Alright then guys, so that is the start of the turf. First couple of rolls, I was just getting my bearings and getting my grips with it. Been a while since I've laid some turf, and to be completely honest, this is like only like a 3rd job of turfing I've done on my own. Like managing the job, so to speak. So it took me a little while to get my bearings. I did lay them two facing the same way, which I'm a little bit annoyed about. But apart from that, everything seems to be going really, really well. And yeah, to be fair, I may lift them rolls up and just re-roll it facing the right way. It probably won't hurt anyone, but we'll see what the end result looks like and we'll take it from there. But and boom, we are slowly but surely getting there, and I can already tell the results are going to be phenomenal. Young Will is doing a fantastic job knitting all the rolls in together. It's actually looking really, really good. So I'll spin you around and I'll give you a little show before we go on lunch. So just look, guys, it's taking shape. Doesn't look too bad at all. So me and young Wilson are all off to the shop to get ourselves some well-deserved beverages. But guys, how are you finding it, and what are you finding of my turfing skills? They obviously are lacking experience. I think anyone would be able to say that. But given that factor, I think I'm doing all right. Like I said, I've only done a couple of turfing jobs on my own. And yeah, the workflow is so much different when you're working, you know, when you're managing the project and you're working for yourself. It's so much easier when you're just being told what to do. It's just, yes, I can do it. But I'm really, really enjoying the challenge, really, really enjoying the job. And yeah, I'm just smiling from ear to ear. No, it's all gone wrong, but I'm still smiling. So yeah, that says something, I guess. So we've got half the turf down. Luckily, it isn't yellowing. And I seem to have done actually a half decent job, which I'm really proud of myself for. Given plenty of overlap, so hopefully as the rolls dry out, we don't get any cracking or any, cracks within the joins. I've given sort of, 10 mil overlap on each bit of turf. I just hope that's enough, but only time will tell. But yeah, it's challenging, guys, and I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow. I'm now extremely behind. I had a full day booked on tomorrow. I'm fully booked, full day booked on today. I'm fully booked on tomorrow. Sometimes I haven't got the jobs and other times I haven't got the labour. You can never have both, can you? Day 3 of the project is all done. Me and young Wilson put in a cracking day, didn't we?
Yeah.
There we go. He's done fantastic today, bless him. As you can see, half the turf is down, looking lovely. Customers already given us a compliment on it, so we're doing something right, which is great. This trench is pretty much all dug. I'm ready for a soak-away crate, which I'm really excited about. Tomorrow's going to be a bit of a challenge. I may be on my own. I'm pretty sure I will be. However, I'm going to try and, give one push to get it done. However, guys, you have had 3 days in one video, which is, almost unheard of in a day in the life of a gardener series. However, I'm going to end this one there, and I'm going to keep you guys waiting for the end result. I'll put that all into the next video. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and remember, if your garden's looking worse for wear, call Hampshire and Dorset Garden Care. Have a good evening, guys.